In this video, we delve into the dark side of online dating, where seemingly innocent encounters take a sinister turn. Brace yourself as we uncover 3 harrowing tales that will leave you questioning your every swipe on Tinder. From unsuspecting victims lured into the clutches of dangerous individuals, to horrifying crimes committed under the guise of love, these stories will send shivers down your spine. An ordinary day in Jaipur, India, a city that once held so much hope and promise for my son, Dushyant Sharma. His youthful dreams and aspirations intertwined with the allure of modern technology, leading him down a path he could have never foreseen. In the vast realm of online dating, my son crossed paths with a woman named Priya Seth on that fateful app known as Tinder. The glimmer in her eyes seemed to reflect the possibility of companionship, drawing Dushyant closer to her enchanting facade. But little did he know, behind that mask of charm lay a darkness that would consume him. You see, my son's Tinder profile boasted of a life filled with prosperity, a facade meant to attract others to his vibrant world. It was this very claim that caught the attention of Priya, her boyfriend, and their malevolent partner. They concocted a sinister plan, driven by an insatiable thirst for wealth and power. Days turned into a blur of anguish as they took my son captive, their malicious intent veiled by the shadows of deceit. The agonizing uncertainty of his fate gripped our hearts as the darkness of their intentions became increasingly apparent. They preyed upon our vulnerabilities, mercilessly demanding exorbitant ransoms, draining our spirits with each passing day. But what happened next shattered our souls. It was a moment of unimaginable horror as they realized my son's wealth was but an illusion. In a twisted act of cruelty, they heartlessly cut him into small, painful fragments, forever snuffing out the brightness that once illuminated his essence. These malevolent beings were eventually apprehended, their reign of terror cut short by the long arm of justice. During interviews, a chilling truth emerged from the lips of Priya, the orchestrator of this heinous crime. She confessed not only to the kidnapping and murder, but also to her involvement in the dark world of escort services. I recount this harrowing tale with a heavy heart, burdened by the knowledge that my son's life was cut short by the hands of those consumed by greed and wickedness. The details of their unspeakable acts haunt my every waking moment, casting a shadow that may never live. On that fateful October 29th, I found myself immersed in the alluring depths of a dating app, seeking connection and excitement. Little did I know that this encounter would lead me down a sinister path, weaving a web of terror that would haunt me for years to come. After swiping right on Tinder, I connected with a seemingly ordinary 40-year-old woman. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, and over the course of 4 days, we delved into each other's lives, creating an illusion of trust and familiarity. It was on November 2nd when our virtual bond reached its tipping point, and I gathered the courage to suggest a face-to-face meeting. Her invitation seemed harmless enough. She beckoned me to her home between 1 and 4 p.m., assuring me that her children would be absent, engrossed in their tuition. Little did I suspect the malevolence that lurked behind her friendly demeanor. As I stepped into her flat, a cloak of unease settled upon me, but I dismissed it as mere nerves. However, my instincts were soon proven right when a chilling knock echoed through the room. Without warning, the door burst open and 4 figures materialized before me. 2 men and 2 women. Their presence reeked of malevolence. One of the women, her voice dripping with accusation, claimed that I had invaded the sanctity of the flat, accusing me of heinous crimes. "You entered the flat when she was alone and are harassing her," she hissed. "We will not only accuse you of this woman, but also attempting to me." Fear gripped my heart as I protested my innocence, desperately seeking an escape from this grotesque nightmare. But my pleas fell on deaf ears. The 2 men, fueled by sadistic intentions, seized me, robbing me of my dignity and my sense of security. They demanded access to my valuables, forcing me to disclose my banking information. With relentless efficiency, they drained my account, transferring my hard-earned money to untraceable destinations. Yet their insatiable greed knew no bounds. Exhausting my financial resources, they coerced me into purchasing gold jewelry with my credit card, ensuring that I bore the burden of their criminal deeds. In total, I suffered a staggering loss of approximately $11,000, a sum that paled in comparison to the trauma I endured. To solidify their perverse hold over me, they forced me into on-camera confessions, manipulatively scripting a narrative of indebtedness to justify their heinous action. Their cruelty spared no details, erasing all evidence of our previous conversations, leaving behind a void of incrimination and despair. As they towered over me, issuing menacing threats should I dare seek justice, I felt my spirit crumble under the weight of their dominance. Finally, they cast me out onto the streets, directing me towards an auto rickshaw to ensure their tracks remained concealed. Returning to the safety of Ghatkopar, I confided in 3 trusted friends who urged me to confront this evil by seeking the aid of law enforcement. With their support, I bravely stepped forward, filing a complaint that would initiate a pursuit of justice against these manipulative predators. The police acknowledged the gravity of my ordeal, acknowledging that such sinister rackets plagued the realm of dating apps, ensnaring unsuspecting victims and extorting them for their every ounce of worth. It all started with a match on Tinder. Little did I know that this encounter would lead me down a dark and treacherous path. Our conversations were engaging, and she seemed genuinely interested in my well-being. But what seemed like a promising connection soon revealed its sinister true nature. One day, amidst the conversations about our stresses and anxieties, she dropped a bombshell. She mentioned her Instagram page and claimed to be a skilled wellness therapist. Eager for relief and guidance, I hesitated, but eventually decided to give it a try. After all, she seemed so sincere and understanding. As the lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic confined us to our homes, I found solace in her wellness therapy classes conducted through Instagram. She guided me through various exercises and techniques, promising to alleviate my stress. I was grateful, and even more so when she offered her professional services at a cost. Unbeknownst to me, I was willingly walking into a trap carefully laid out by this deceptive woman. I handed over a staggering sum of $4,500, entrusting her with both my emotional well-being and my hard-earned money. However, as our virtual interactions continued, I couldn't shake the desire to meet her in person. I longed for a genuine connection, to look into her eyes and know that she was real. But when I mustered up the courage to ask, she abruptly refused, offering flimsy excuses. Confusion turned to suspicion, and that's when the chilling truth began to unravel. Determined to uncover the truth, I embarked on a digital investigation. What I discovered sent shivers down my spine. This woman, the one I had come to rely on, had not just one, but as many as 15 social media profiles. Who was she really, and what dark motives lay behind her facade? Realizing I had been played, I took the matter to court and filed a case against her for cheating. But even then, the web of mystery surrounding this woman refused to loosen its grip. Media reports revealed that the Karnataka High Court had recently refused to quash the cheating case filed against her, leaving me with more questions than answers.